Good morning, my friends and family from Life Point Church. How are you? Oh, wait, I can't hear you. I am recording this a week in advance, and it's very odd to be staring at an empty sanctuary, pretending you're out there as I start this lesson today. It's a Monday morning, it's ready to go, and here we go, delving into the Word of God together. We are jumping into lesson 3 of our series on pleasing the Lord. I've really enjoyed our series this month as we have dissected the verse of Micah 6:8, which is also known as the Micah mandate. And we all should know it by heart by now when it says, "He hath showed you, O man, what is good. What does the Lord require of you but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God?" Last week, Brother Mike spoke exclusively on to act justly. If you missed that portion of the series, I'd encourage you to go back and to check out those videos. You can find them on our Facebook page and also on our YouTube channel. Those were an excellent set of lessons, and they would be very instrumental in your life. This month, we're going to take apart the second part of that command, which is to love mercy. This is how Jesus lived. He did justly, but he loved mercy. And so as we go through this Christian life, if we are truly going to be Christ-like, we must emulate how Jesus lived. So today, as we talk about loving mercy, we're going to be looking at the question that was posed to Jesus in the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 21 and 22. Peter came to Jesus and he said, "Lord, how often should my brother sin against me and I forgive him? Till 7 times? And Jesus said, I say not unto you until 7 times, but until 70 times 7. What a massive difference between Peter's request and Jesus' answer. So where did Peter get this question from? Well, if we look back at the teaching of that time, we would actually find that the rabbis who were contemporary with Jesus taught their people that they should forgive people 3 times. It says if a person would harm you, you would forgive them 3 times. And so Peter, not necessarily in a bad attitude way or in a showy way, but he comes to Jesus and he says, the rabbis are saying 3 times. I know that you go above and beyond. By this point, he knows Jesus well enough to know that it's going to be bigger than anybody else would. So Peter comes to Jesus and he says, I know that you are more than what the rabbis do. So what I'm going to say is not 3 times, but 7 times. God, I'm doubling it plus 1 more. Surely that's the number that Jesus has in mind. And I'm sure he expected Jesus to say, yes, what a great commitment to show mercy and forgiveness to your neighbor. But that's not what Jesus said. He said, until 70 times 7. The way that Greek text is written, the count toward 490 began again at the start of each new day. If that was the case, Jesus was saying we are to forgive 490 times today, 490 times tomorrow, and every day the same amount until we pass on to glory. In fact, the statement was made seemingly to negate any counting or limit at all. You see, when we forgive, when we show mercy the way that Christ shows mercy, we don't sit there and the first time we have to forgive, we say, all right, 489 times more today. No, we don't sit there and get onto our last nerve or the last 5 that we have for the day and let everybody know and make sure everybody's warned. You only got 5 left, and then Jesus said, I'm good. That's not the attitude that Jesus was asking Peter to have. He was telling him, you need to have an attitude that it doesn't matter how often you have to forgive someone. You love mercy to the level that you're willing to show it. So in a nutshell, that's what we're going to be discussing this week, and I'm excited to start day 2 with you. I will see you back here tomorrow morning. God bless.